Good morning, darlings. It's April Mason here, your favorite dating coach and feminine lifestyle strategist. And today is August 1st. Well, for me, I decided, I got water on my glasses. I decided to do a 30-day health and healing challenge for myself. For those of you that don't know, I was diagnosed with lupus in 2018. And it's been a bumpy little ride. I've been doing good for the most part, but I've noticed some things that I need to make sure that I am on top of. All right. So for all of my folks out there that may have lupus, that may have any other type of dis-ease, make a decision for yourself to get up and go do something. Okay. So after I start doing my research on lupus and where it could have came from, because of it doesn't run in my family or anything like that. One of the things that stood out to me, it says lupus is autoimmune disease that can be caused by extreme emotional and physical stress. And when I saw that, I said, ooh, April. And I shared this story with you. If you have not heard the story, go back until maybe October of last year, because I didn't even tell anybody about the lupus for a while. But I think around September, October of last year, I shared with you all my story and how I went through, my thought process and what was going on. I'm like, me, all the people, millions of people that I help, how do I, I'm thinking I'm good, right? But long story short, I realized I pushed past my stress triggers. I've been in business for 18 years, full-time entrepreneur. I raised my 3 children as a single parent. And one of the things that I did was I was good at detaching up here from life and from, you just got to keep it moving. But my body had not detached, okay? So I'm now learning how to feel my stress triggers, knowing when to stop, knowing when to go. So even the smallest things, that could potentially be stressful, I'm like, nope, Ms. Mason, that ain't what we doing. That ain't what we doing. So I'm relearning how to, I'm recalibrating myself is what I'm doing. So I've been doing that for about the last year, and I've gotten good. You guys haven't seen me really too much on social media doing too much, because I didn't even want that to be stressful for me. I run my private Facebook groups. I have April on Demand. That was one of the things that we wanted to do, so that I'm not constantly going. I make my money chase me, not me chase money. So we created April on Demand with a lot of my courses. I got about 60 more courses to upload. You can go to April on Demand for that. I stopped taking on coaching clients because I started realizing a lot of the things that people ask me for are the same that they wanted to coach with me about. April, create the answer, create the solution, put it in April on Demand. They can rent it or they can buy it. So that was one way of taking stress off of me. Like I said, I have my academies. I have the Teach Me How to Date VIP Academy, and I have the Feminine CEO. It's all about business. So those were ways that I continue to make sure that income was coming in, but I didn't put so much stress on my body, because taking care of 3 children by yourself and being a full-time entrepreneur. When I say full-time, I mean full-time. I've lost houses, I've lost cars, I've lost friends, I've lost a lot of stuff, making sure that I never had to go back to work, and I don't ever have to go back to work. So by me doing that, by me going through all of that stuff, that was added stress that I put on my body. Now I teach women how to be feminine CEOs and how not to make the mistake that I made. And you still can be a high 6-figure, 7-figure earner without doing it the way that puts stress on your body. So that's what I teach now, because now I know. So I'm taking this 30-day challenge. You can follow me at Fit Fine Feminine on Instagram, because that's my fitness channel. And you can follow me over there to see everything I'm doing. I have a plant-based chef. Matter of fact, I'm so blessed, because my favorite plant-based raw vegan spot here in Atlanta, Loving It Live, that chef will be preparing my food for me this whole entire month for my challenge. So you might not be able to do everything that I can do, or maybe to afford to do it. Don't let that stop you, because I started out with Loving It Live's cookbook for $24.95, and I start cooking and things on my own. Well, during this 30-day challenge, I want to do as less as possible, including cooking my own food. I wrote a list out of the things that I'm going to do spiritually, fitness-wise, fun. What else is on my list? Fitness, fun, spiritual, self-care, and I think it's one more that I have on my list. So I have a list of things that I'm going to do for my fun, like going to the botanical gardens, going horseback riding. So I put myself in a position to where I'm only going to really focus on my health. I might do a couple of business things. You guys might see me go live and do a couple of things, but those are things that my team and I have deemed that are not stressful for me. One of the things everybody keeps trying to get me to do is sell my body butter and my body scrubs. And it's like, how does your skin look the way that it does? What do you do? Well, I make my own products. So that might be something that I might offer because it's it's not stressful for me. That's something that I do to relax. That's something that I do. It takes my mind away from everything. And my whole house be smelling all good when I be making my body scrubs, and my skin be all, looking all succulent and everything. So that's something that I might do. Because talking with my doctor, we were talking about doing things that are stress-free for me. So now that I'm not hustling, I'm not grinding for no money, a lot of times women get caught up in, get up, girl, get your hustle grind on. April Mason say, do not do that. Do not do that, because you don't want to be in a position where your finances is right. You have the house, you have the car, you have the material things, but to get there, you put more stress on your body that you needed to do. April Mason say, no, anybody telling you to be this boss chick, this bad bitch, go out there, girl, and get your coin, get your bag. That's not the energy that I want you in. I've been in that energy. Look what's happening. Okay, I'm taking the time to recalibrate. The good thing about it is I did create the finances during that time to set myself up now to go back and start to repair myself. But if I would have known what I know now, I wouldn't have even done it that way. I wouldn't have pushed past and said, you know what, I got to do what I got to do. I would have took the time when a breakup happened, or when I lost a house, or when I lost a car, or when I lost friends and things, to grieve. I never took the time to do that. So now at 45, I'm repairing, my body. I'm repairing my cells. I'm repairing my mind. I'm repairing everything that I suppressed as I was hustling and grinding. That's why Miss April keep telling y'all ladies, get out of that masculine energy. I got to do what I got to do. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, but you can do it from a feminine standpoint, meaning your energy. And that may be, I did talk to my team. I said, that's something that I might end up offering a class in this month while I'm going through this, because this is something easy for me to teach. So I've been thinking about offering a course called Reset, How to Reignite Black Femininity. Now, any woman can be a part of this, but I do know as Black women, we have lost that feminine energy because of the hustle, the grind, and having to keep going and pushing, and our bodies are constantly breaking down. We are leading in hysterectomies because we are putting so much stress on our wounds. How do I know that? I am someone that had a hysterectomy 5 years ago. I'm the one that had the fibroids 5 years ago, didn't know what was going on, woke up in a pool of blood like somebody shot me. It's because I was not taking care of my health, and I was pushing past the stress triggers. I was pushing past all of the things that I had gone through in my life, the 12 years of molestation, the domestic violence, the rape, the mental abuse, the psychological abuse. Because why? I got to get my ass up and I got to keep going. I got these kids I got to take care of. Well, look, at 45 years old, now that I'm settled in my finances, settled in my livings, in situations, now no longer ever going to be in a shelter again, I'm now having to go back and repair. Okay? So if you are one of them women that talk about get up and you follow people that tell you to hustle and grind and get your grind on, girl, can't nobody stop no boss chick, stop following their asses right now. Because what you're doing is you're pushing past everything to get to the bag. You don't want to do that. You can get to the bag and keep your health intact at the same time, okay? Stop following people that tell you that. Stop following people that always tell you, you know what, you gonna have these haters out here. No, you ain't got no damn haters because you ain't doing nothing to have no haters. Stop following people that constantly perpetuate this, I am an island to myself, I got to do what I gotta do, I'm independent mentality, because it's hurting you, okay? Stop following people that tell you to go hustle and grind. If you look up what the word hustle and grind actually means, it means tedious. It means never ending. It means never stopping. It means constant. Stop following people that tell you, girl, don't be unbothered. No, be bothered. You are a human being having human experiences. It's okay to be bothered. It's how you handle the being bothered. Stop reacting and start responding. You respond to life. You don't react to life. Okay? So what I teach is totally against the grain, but what I'm trying to do is save you in the long run from having to deal with what I'm dealing with right now, as well as if you are dealing with what I'm dealing with now and repairing your health, you can readjust that and change the way that you operate, okay? We are getting fat, we are overweight, we are being obese because of our emotions. Get your emotions intact. That's the other thing that's on my list. I have to look at anything that, I need that to come up to make sure that my emotions are intact. So that's another thing that's on my list. Fitness, fun, self-care, spiritual work, food, and emotions. So those are the things that I'll be dealing with. Yeah, y'all gonna have to go around me because the sun is right this way. Hey, boo. So I'm dealing with all of those things in this 30 days, all right? So once again, get out the hustle and grind, get out the boss chick, bad bitch vibe, because once again, you never hear a woman say, yes, I am such a boss bitch, I am such a bad chick. No, it's aggressive. Boss chick, bad bitch, get about them coin, I'm about to get this bag. That's not lady. That's not feminine. That's not woman. Women, we don't have to be aggressive in our approach to business. Since the 1960s, women's health issues have skyrocketed. Why? Because women really strongly entered into the workforce around that time, 40s, 50s, and 60s. They really entered in, but they did not bring their feminine essence, meaning just being a woman, because this country was built on masculine energy. That's why we're dealing with the BS that we're dealing with in the country right now. There's no polarity. There's no a yin and yang. So when women entered into the workforce, they started taking on doing work and stress the same way men do. Rise in breast cancer, rise in cervical cancer, rise in hysterectomies and womb issues, right? That's because we were taught that you got to do it the way a man does it. That's not what makes the opposite. That's why you see most alpha men, they don't go for alpha women. Alpha women are quick to say, you know what? Well, if he got to be a strong alpha man to deal with an alpha woman because I'm strong. No, alpha men don't like the same thing that they are. Doesn't mean you cannot be an assertive businesswoman, resilient businesswoman, interdependent businesswoman, wise businesswoman, sensual businesswoman, a woman that is full of spiritual businesswoman. But when you out here hustling and grinding and doing work the same way a man does, the type of men that you want, they don't want you. And you wonder why, wait a minute, he went and got this girl, she don't look as good as me, she don't have the education as I do, she ain't, and I'm not saying you can't be educated, you can be educated, but your education and degree should not run you. You still need to operate in the feminine if you want an alpha male. Matter of fact, I went and took y'all know I take my lap dance classes and all that, so I was in class last night, and the teacher, she's so sensual, she was teaching me this floor, I'm doing floor work, and it's so sexy, right? But then she started telling me about her man. And, he don't be rising. He don't cut some of the things that he wasn't doing. And I said, oh, I know what the problem is. Because right after she told me what he wasn't doing, she said, because I'm an independent woman. I got my own stuff. Blah, blah. I said, oh, let me help you. This is why your man ain't doing what you need him to do. She said, what do you mean? I said, you so sensual and sexual. Like you mesmerize men and women. I said, the reason I opted to take private lessons with you is because of how you move. You're very mesmerizing, and I want to be real graceful like that. I said, but as much as sensual and sexy as you are, your man won't rise to the occasion. And I said, it's because the more you say you're strong and independent, the more you're lessening that estrogen that's needed to attract that masculine man. So you attracted a beta dude all because of this energy that you have about being this strong, independent woman. But yet, I'm here because you know how to teach me how to be more fluid in my movement and be more sensual. But yet, the men I attract wants to protect me. They're my knight and I'm their princess, right? But yet you can teach me how to be more fluid. So that would suggest our energies are different. I don't know what it's like to have a man that can tell me, what he can't do. They rise to the occasion without me having to, because that feminine energy ignites the masculine energy. And I said, so baby, as sensual and sexual as you are, your feminine energy is not igniting that masculine provider in him. So the movement, but you have not embodied that feminine energy. And this is the same thing that has happened in our culture. We know how women know how to look good. They know how to wear the dress and wear the makeup and think they're sexy. But baby, I can spot a non-feminine woman that's dressed to the nines in her pink and everything a mile away, because it's her energy. It's how she says what she says. It's how she does do what she do. So I said, so while you're helping me with this, I'm going to help you embody the feminine energy, and not just the movement of a feminine woman that knows how to dance and that knows how to be sensual and knows how to move her body in a way that it just mesmerizes everybody. So you know the movement, I know the embodiment. Okay, I said, so this is the missing piece for me. I said, so I've done the work to become it first. Now I need to add on the movement to this. Not being a woman that has the movement and not embody it. That's why you can go and see strippers that know how to strip real good and they know how to do these tricks, but they have no feminine grace to them. They just know how to do the movement. So for me, I'm doing this 30-day challenge. You can follow me on Fit Fine Feminine on Instagram, because I'll be doing my videos and stuff there. I'm headed to the gym now. And then, I'm doing me. I'm going to get my food. My chef will have we just did this yesterday. He said, well, April, are you eating live food the whole time? I said, well, that's the point. I want to. He said, all right. How many days a week do you need me to cook for you? I said 4. And he said, okay, lunch and dinner. So I'm going to be eating live food prepared for me, because it became too stressful for me trying to figure all of this out. And I don't need any stress. And he's going to give me all electric foods, raw foods, my dinner, and his stuff is good, because he's, once again, if you have ever been to Loving It Live in Atlanta, in East Point, he's the chef. He cooks the food over there at Loving It Live. So I get my food from him on Monday. He'll prepare them 2 days at a time to make sure that they fresh. But today and tomorrow, I would just go pick up my food from my favorite places. So I got that on lock. I found an app called Think Up. And the app, you can actually record your own affirmations, and they give you some to choose from as well. They give you a large selection. So I got my affirmations. Anything in my life I want to fix, I got my affirmations. I'm, changing any beliefs. I'm looking at, okay, April, what's going on in your area of your life? What area of your life don't you like the results? Okay, that means there's a belief here. So let's see what that belief is and change it. So I got my affirmations that's going to be coming up on my phone. I've recorded my own affirmations. I had some on this page. I'm not sure if they're still here, but I recorded my own affirmations. I have my meditation stuff. I'm a big Joe Dispenza fan. So today I'm going to buy his $1,000 course on intensive on mind transformation, because I love Joe Dispenza. So you get the pay-per-view. It's on sale for $300. So you get pay-per-view access for 90 days with Joe Dispenza. Joe Dispenza 23 hours of reprogramming the mind. I listened to Bruce Lipton. I listened to Neville Goddard. I listened to Reverend Ike. I listened to people that are more on the what you can do versus what you can do. I don't listen to that stuff. So I got that on point. My fun stuff I got on point. I think probably tonight, I was thinking about today or tomorrow, I'm going to go to the Four Seasons and do a spa day and all that, maybe stay overnight. So everything is about my self-care, my mental. I've already gone through my phone. Every year on my birthday, I go through my phone and see who I haven't talked to, and the energy ain't all the way there. And I delete them from my phone, so I do that every year on my birthday. So I've done that. And then I got my little journal, and I'm, maybe journal a little bit. But I don't journal as much because I live in it. I become what it is that I, remember I told you guys, and I think a couple Sundays ago, I said, you become the affirmation. What I meant by that is you become, I don't necessarily write my affirmations down. I say what it is that I want and I become it. When I wanted to decide, I said, okay, it's time for me to want to be a wife. I start acting like a wife versus writing down, I'm a wife. When I wanted to make more money and I wanted to, be making my yearly income in a month, I didn't write that down. I started acting like somebody that already did that. And I became it. When the house that I have, I remember other people were looking at this house and I was like, oh no, this house is mine. That was it. They couldn't even pull my credit report for the house because they said my credit report was locked. No, it ain't locked. Here's my credit report. I'm getting this house. This is mine. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care how many families need this house. Yes, it's only me in this house with all of these bedrooms, but it's just me. None of that other, I don't care about none of that. They pulled my credit, couldn't pull it. But guess what? April Mason still got the house. Why? Because April Mason didn't write down the house is mine, the house is mine. April Mason believed, this is my house. I like the feel of this house. This is what it is. And that's what it's going to be. And that was it. And I got the house. There was no question. When I said, you know what, this is going to be a $50,000 month. Okay. Well, how do you figure that? I had a guy tell me, you got to have a low number and a high number. I'm like, baby, 50,000 is my low number. I'm going to need you to come up to where I am, not me come down to your thinking. Stick with Ms. Mason and she will upgrade you. All right. So that's what I did. So I'm always doing a lot of journaling, but I do have my affirmations and my music that I listen to as I sleep to reprogram my subconscious mind, the motherboard. So this is what I'm going to be doing for 30 days, y'all. Y'all can join me. I know, you might not have prepared for this. Spirit told me to do this 2 days ago, and I got on it. So I'm gotten more spiritually in tune to where it's like, oh, okay, April. And then I noticed, some things were happening to my body with this lupus. I said, nah, screw that. I'm about to get rid of this. If emotional stress and physical stress is what got me here, and my mind and my emotions is what got me here, just like Dr. Joseph Spencer said, if your mind can make you sick, your mind can make you well. So April, take this 30 days to retrain yourself, create a new habit for your life, create the lifestyle that you want from a health perspective, because you already done it from the finances, you already done it from the material things. Now it's time to do something else. So you can join me over there, but I wanted to encourage you to let you know that you don't have to live with what you got. Everything is up here. You just got to learn how to be disciplined and how to make the choices. If you can't go to the gym, go walk. Walk around your house, doggone it. Walk around your apartment complex. If you can't afford to have somebody cook for you, that don't matter. Go to your local farmer's market or to your grocery store. Go to YouTube. That's how I started. I went to YouTube and found meals that I could cook that were more healthier, that didn't cost a lot. Meal prep. So there is no excuses. You want to make smoothies? They got the little magic bullet smoothie little thing for like $39. Make you a smoothie. Change the way you do things. And the more you do, the more that you start doing better for you, the more you start attracting more opportunities. You start making more money because you ain't stressed out. Things start flowing for you. I have a course called The Feminine CEO. Go to April On Demand to download it. Or you can buy it or you can rent it. But it teaches you how to function and do business from a feminine standpoint, so you're not stressed out. It teaches you how to put you first versus putting your kids first. All these people talking about, now my kids come first. Wrong, wrong, wrong. You should come first so you're your best you for your kids. Okay? I don't put my kids first. I learned that late when my younger two were in the 11th and 9th grade. I learned that late. Because at the end of the day, now that I'm an empty nester, all this time you put your kids first and you ain't taking care of you, when it's time for them to leave the house, their ass is gone. Bottom line. All right, Ma, thank you for doing what you're doing. Thank you for kicking me out the nest. Oh, I'm going to college. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But now you wake up. You have no life. You don't know how to be you. You don't know how to be the woman. You know how to be mama. You know how to be friend. You know how to be wife. You know how to be girlfriend. You know how to be employee. But you don't know how to be the woman. So don't be putting your kids first. Learn how to take care of you, okay? So that's all I'm doing for this month. I may do something. I may offer a course on reigniting your femininity, especially from a Black woman perspective, because we don't see that. We're shown in media as strong and we got it, Black girl magic and all of that foolishness. All of that keeps you strong. Always on the front lines, always standing up for everybody, but yet you don't get the same thing in return. So now you got to learn how to stand up for yourself in your feminine energy. Femininity is not weak. You can be resilient and still stand in that feminine energy. And I promise you, you still get whatever it is that you want, but you're not putting the stress on your body. You're not neglecting yourself. You're not doing any of that, but I'm still a woman. I tell people all the time, I'm still a girl. You see April Mason doing what she does. Oh, but baby, when men are around, I can't do nothing. My wrists are broke. I let men come in and take care of me. I let men come in and provide for me. I let men do what men do. I let men peacock me to show me all that they can offer me. Can I do it myself? Yes. But the more I'm in that feminine energy, the more I started attracting the type of men that I like. I like the knights. I like being the princess. I like being the queen too, but the queen has a queen and princess, their vibe is different. So I'm a mixture, because the queen rules with an iron fist. Nobody seldomly ever comes to the rescue of the queen. The queen always giving orders. But the princess, daddy's princess, oh, what does daddy princess need? Daddy comes to the princess. And Mama Queen be over there like, why do you always come to her rescue? Why do you always make sure she's straight? Because she's the princess. You know, Daddy, you know, I don't know how to, Daddy, can I? The queen, she just go get her stuff. She calls orders. She calls shots. I can call orders and call shots. But I like being more in the princess, where people come to make sure I'm good. You know, I like being in that role a little bit more. So I'm a combination of the two. You know, I'm more my masculine when I'm in the queen, you know, role, when I'm calling shots and I'm in business and calling orders, being logical, and I'm more in the queen role. But when I'm more in my girl, I am more in the princess role, and I like being in the princess role. Baby, what's wrong? Baby, let me come in there so I can take care of you. And I'm like, oh no, I don't want you to see me like this, babe. I can't take care of you if you don't let me come in there. Okay, well, I'm gonna unlock the door. You come in there, but don't look at me crazy because my stomach hurt and I need you to take care of me. So I go in and out depending on what I'm doing. Okay, so ladies, I'm just trying to help you not be like me and have to reprogram or re-heal yourself going back to optimal health. Okay, that's my goal for you. All right, love y'all. Have a wonderful day. Let me hit the gym. I'm gonna do at least 30 minutes because I got an 11 o'clock nail appointment because I'm taking care of my maintenance. Because for me, getting your hair and nails done, that's not necessarily self-care to me. That's self-maintenance. All right, love y'all. Mwah. Make sure you follow me, Fit, Fine, Feminine. If you can't find it, just go to my Instagram, Miss April Mason, the same name of this page, and it's I added myself in the description. All right, bye bye.